In this video, I will tell you how you can increase your profits with the help of a trader's journal. Most traders don't even try to systematize their knowledge. I see quite a large number of traders who have undergone either paid or some free training. They have a general idea of what and how to trade. They have received a lot of information and immediately open a trading terminal and start making trades. In this flow of transactions, they make a huge number of mistakes, which they can analyze and do not know what to emphasize, because all situations are very hard to memorize. This is where a trader's journal helps us. So, what my trading journal looks like. Let's look at the first trade. I have the first column. I fill in the date right away. I choose a trading pair. You can put in here any trading pairs that you trade. Then I choose the direction of the trade. I also choose the session, what session I have the trade. Then I have a setup. I have a few setups that I trade if I change the setup. I'll first tell you how I have the setup take place, and then I'll tell you how I do it to analyze mine. I'm the one that has the type of movement on the senior time frame. This is me reversal, this is me order flow, or I'm in a range. Next, I choose the time frame that I'm entering on. Then I enter on a limit order or a market order. You can also choose the time for yourself. You can set some other time frames if it is convenient for you. I also have here more reasons factors for entry. There's also the status of the trade. It's stop, no loss, and take. Then there's my deposit, the result, the amount of risk reward, and the percentage of my deposit that I entered the trade. So I have a deposit of $25,000. I entered at 0.5 risk. Risk reward was 3.4. There's a formula already built in here that calculated that I made $425. And then I have in the column the result without loss and the potential result without loss. A little later, I will tell you what it is for. There's also an emotion column, what I generally do normally when a new trade starts on me. When I start a new trade, I write, for example, 31, and first I enter a pair. First I enter a pair, for example, euro-dollar, and immediately I go to either emotion or error. For example, I have the emotion FOMO, and I notice by myself, by my emotional state, that I, for example, missed some deal. I have a feeling of unearned profit, and I can make a mistake on these emotions. Open some deal. I want to track all these emotions. I want to track every emotion and understand what emotion is neutral for me and what emotions I stumble on. I will show a little bit later in the analytics how I apply this so that I can work with it. For example, I realize that I have a greed trade or a FOMO trade. I check the box now, and then I go in to fill out the table. If we go back to the first trade when I had it filled out, we can click on a cell like this. Okay, and here we'll have all the comments on this deal. Right here, if I click, I can enter some more comment on the deal. Here I have a screenshot for the hourly. For the 15-minute time frame, this is before the trade. And here I have after the trade. When it's already over, I can enter my time frame and insert additional screenshots. If I click twice just on a screenshot, it enlarges me so that I can see the trade. That is basically convenient so that I can analyze it later. You can change or add emotions to each column. Every person has different emotions. All these things, all these emotions, you can add them because every person has different emotions. Before a trade, I record my emotions so that in the future, if they lead to a loss, I can identify them and avoid entering a trade with them. By doing so, I will save myself from making mistakes and avoid losing trades. Now let's talk about break-even. Since I trade different sets of trades, I sometimes introduce something new. I sometimes close trades at break-even, so I need to test break-even, for example, on each setup separately. For example, I have setup 4, I have a break-even on it. I have a result of minus 0.8 RR. Normally, if it was a stop, I would have closed at minus 1 RR, but I only closed at 0.5% risk, which could have been $125, and my loss was only $100. What I realized further, when I close a couple of times without loss, and I see that I saved money, roughly speaking, I spent only $50 and did not lose $125. I immediately form a pattern that I am doing the right thing. And I very often start to close without a loss, thinking that I am doing the right thing. That is why I need to fix it, so that I do not have this wrong movement in this illusion. That's why I have a column. What my break-even leads to. I count whether my break-even leads me to lose or my break-even leads me to win, so that I can compare it later. And I also want to calculate, because I can have, for example, 15 break-even trades that will lead me to lose, but I can also have, for example, 6 break-even trades that will lead me to win. Also on these, I will then calculate the potential profit that I could take. For example, here I consider that I might have -1 RR, but in the potential profit, let's say I have a VW, I could have made 5 RR. And then, when I summarize all the trades, I understand, for example, on setup number 4 whether I need to go to break even, how much it affects me in the distance. So, for example, if I make 100 trades, I understand that on the set number 4 on such a time frame, on such a currency pair, it is not profitable for me to break even, because even if I have 15 trades on the stop, which I could reduce my stop and spend less money on it, but the potential that I win, it covers everything and I earn more. Now I will show you, you will further understand how it works. Next, for example, I have dashboards. I look at the sessions. Which session is more profitable for me to trade? What I see is that I had 14 trades in London. 8 out of 14 trades were profitable. I understand that in London I have $2,237 in profit in London, which I earned. That is the result of 11. I understand that this is the time when I have the best result, right? So I make a cut on each session to understand in which session I am better to trade, in which session I am worse to trade. Because maybe I get tired in the afternoon and I want to do other things. Or maybe someone likes to sleep more and he likes to trade Frankfurt or London early. And you need to watch this, fixing on the emotional state, so that you have data, so that you understand at what time you work out better. This table is specially made for this purpose, and thus, when I realize that it is best for me to trade in London, and for example, at lunchtime, I have a lot of stops, it is minus for me. I just realized that I will not trade in lunch anymore, and thus, I will not make these trades, and I will have only profitable trades, and I will earn more money. Then I look at which time frame I have a better win rate, and on which time frame I make more mistakes. For example, I see on the time frame of 5 minutes, I have 11 positive trades, 5 stops, 5 no losses. In principle, I am satisfied. For example, on the 1-minute time frame, you will have more stops, and you already realize that you need to exclude 1 minute, that you do not need to trade on this time frame, because just by excluding 1 minute, you will have more profit. You, for example, trade on your time frame. Like I, for example, trade on 5 minutes more. I don't go down to other time frames. It may be different for everyone. Next, I watch a cut of the setups to see what works better for me, what setup works better for me. And then I realize that, for example, set 4 has brought me more profit. And for example, I have questions about setup 1. Setup 1 can be wrong. Maybe I use it wrongly and it minuses me. Accordingly, if I, for example, remove the first setup and leave only the 4th setup, I will earn more. And this helps me in analytics. Why is it important to do this? Because we worry a lot. Why I said that trading journal, it saves you from psychological problems. See, when you first open a trade, you're not sure of your setup. You don't realize what its stats are. But then I realized that set 4 has a win rate of 60%. And now, when I open a trade, and it will be a trade opened on setup 4, I will be less worried. Because I understand that it has a win rate of 60%, that I opened it exactly on the Eurodollar pair, and on the Eurodollar pair it has a win rate of 60%, and I have no emotions. I don't get worked up, I don't worry, thus I remove all the emotional background. I realize that I have a specific win rate on this setup. We also have analytics on the type of position. Where do I trade better? What am I doing better? What am I doing worse? My goal is just to keep what I'm doing better and take out what I'm doing worse. The type of position, long or short, there are many traders who, for example, can trade longs well, but shorts do not go well for them. And you just realize that shorts do not suit you. Just do not trade shorts. Why do you need these minuses? Just stay long. You like trading longs. You like them psychologically. It's more comfortable to trade them. You see them better on the chart. Trade longs. Next, what we're talking about is pairs. We have different pairs. We look at which pair is more profitable for us. Because maybe, for example, on the pound I drain more money, on the euro I make more money. When I trade Bitcoin, I do not succeed. And so you need to define it. You need to understand it. Because each pair is a separate instrument. This separate instrument behaves differently. Each setup can work differently on different pairs, and you need to understand what works better for you. Where you have more break-even, where you have more stops. You need to sort it all out and remove all the unnecessary things and leave only the most profitable. When you leave only the most profitable, you'll make more money. That's what I have it all done, so I can see the full analytics. And also by the type of entry, what works better for me, market or limit. I just work more market, but you can do this analytics as well. You need that data. The result without loss, what I was talking about. At the bottom sign the whole amount. For example, 2 win rates, 7 of these. I realized the potential 6.5 minus. I can see what my total is if I had, roughly speaking, only 9 with no loss. The 7 that led me to a loss and the 2 that led me to a profit. I would have made more money on those 2 potentials. I'm wondering if I should really transfer without a loss. Because when you don't keep these calculations, and when you have 1, 2, 3 lossless trades in the plus side, and you realize that it helped you, you remember this pattern of behavior immediately. But as you make many different trades, you forget everything. You probably don't even remember what you did last week. It is all forgotten. It is all mixed up, and you can make mistakes without realizing it. And that's the kind of analytics that helps us. And then on emotions. For example, I realize that Thomas does not harm me much. But, for example, other emotions, for example, other people's opinion. I am subjected to other people's opinion, and I am always flooded with minus. So, I realize that I need to turn off Telegram, turn off Discord, and not listen to other people's opinions because I'm exposed to that. I want to take that factor out. Or, before I go into a transaction, I realize that this context has probably forced someone else's opinion on me. I wonder again, as I think, did it initially coincide with my opinion until I opened up some chat rooms, until I scoured the internet? I wonder if I should go into this trade or not go into this trade. Because in the distance, you see, I can see that I'm minus. So if I'm on the distance, applying the same pattern of movement minus, why should I repeat it? And when we exclude all this, when we do detailed analytics, only then we can understand what works for us, what does not work for us. We can derive statistics, and when we have statistics, we don't have emotions. We just understand logically. You understand that if we have a win rate of 60%, and we see with our own eyes on the distance that we are profitable, and you are no longer nervous. You do not care about anything. You will not look at the charts and worry. If before you were sitting there, watching, you don't understand, the account price is moving, you don't understand what's going on, but here you can see exactly that you're $1, 5 minutes, stage number 4, win rate 60%. On it last month I made this much, then the previous month was win rate 50%. I made this much. You're not worried anymore. You realize you've got the math. And you don't have any excitement because you have specific expectations. Because if I didn't see it, I'd be worried. I'd be anxious. And what happens? It's not. And so why, roughly speaking, why burden yourself when we can remove all the unnecessary stuff with simple statistics? So if you want to get this trading journal and use my trading journal, maybe you will like it, or on the basis of mine to supplement and make something of your own, the link will be in the description. Go and get the trading journal. Also subscribe to our Telegram channel, our YouTube channel. Write me comments under this video, how you generally liked it, didn't like it, how helpful it was. Leave your comments, which I asked you in the beginning, to understand in general, whether you are stable traders or you are just starting, you are a beginner. It's important for me. I want to see your feedback, and the more active you are, the more I will try to shoot useful content especially for you. So thank you all. Subscribe, like, and have a good day.